Our other starter build that we have for Druid here is the standard human leveling pulverize build. So I actually tested this one quite thoroughly. I used it on a new character. We were able to do the campaign extremely quickly. Well, not the campaign, right? We were able to progress through into endgame really quickly with it. But yeah, also pulverize starter. This probably will be the better starter. And the reason why it's going to be a better starter is this shockwave aspect that's usually drop only will now actually be rewarded from your second chapter of your season journey. So all you got to do here is complete 9 of the 11 objectives, and the game will actually grant you a free shockwave aspect, and that will go to your occultist. You click the little drop down menu, you select seasonal, and you can just put on your amulet. So yeah, pulverized druid leveling actually got better. And all you got to do to complete it, right, is 9 out of 11 of these. So do some malignant tunnels, change your experience 5 times, reach level 25. It is really minor stuff. Upgrade your potion, craft a chip gem, interact with 10 wayne points, do a stronghold, upgrade 2 items, collect 3 malignant hearts, complete 10 cellars, collect 15 demon hearts. But yeah, you basically get a free shockwave aspect. So Shockwave Druid will probably be the best leveling build out there. And I have a little breakdown of the build here. It has some itemization stuff, and then also the fully built out Paragon board for human mode pulverize. I'll just go over it real quick. A lot of the drops are just dungeon aspects, right? You have your disobedience for armor scaling for damage reduction. You have over here Earth and Bulwark extended duration. Right here, Earth skills deal more critical hit damage to crowd control enemies. You got your pants, auto attack to aspect of might for more DR. You got your boots with fortify has basically grants your Earth skill +2. Shockwave aspect that you're going to be able to get for free from, well, it's not free, it's from your chapter 2 of your season journey. And then your gems, you can do critical strike to crowd control enemies, or you can do emeralds. And then in your armor, reduce damage while fortified sapphires, or just run rubies. And then you're going to be running your skulls and your jewelry slot, unless if you're going to be running some malignant heart stuff, right? So it all depends if you go in the malignant tunnels or not. And then you're going to have to match the malignant heart stuff with the color of your rings, unless it's a wrathful one. And then on your amulet, 4 skills deal 4 damage based on your fortify. You got pulverize now, an earth skill, and then casting a storm skill grants your earth skills more critical hit damage. Because we're not running Grizzly Rage, they actually nerfed Grizzly Rage where it only gives unstoppable now for 6 seconds. So this is actually a human form pulverized leveling build. The boons that we're going to be doing, so you do your boon unlocks, right? Sko's Glen quests, and then you just start killing mobs, and that's how you get materials to unlock it. You're just be doing your reduced damage from elites. You're going to be doing your crit chance, your crit damage. If you want more attack speed early on, you could literally swap like crit damage or something to attack speed. Or if you want more life, you could swap it to Iron Feather. It's 14% life now. Bolster over here, so fortify for your max life to keep your fortify effect up, and then masochistic for your final one. And then here's a little rough overview of like the affixes you want on each piece of gear. Since this is the starter build, absolutely no uniques, right? This only drops assets from dungeons and like some guaranteed ones that you could get now. So here's your little stat priority. While you're leveling, just try to get stuff with like life and armor and some damage reduction on your armor pieces. On your gloves, make sure you always have like your plus rank to pulverize. If you have like attack speed or crit chance or any like crit damage thing, that's a bonus. Your pants, same exact thing. Just get some survivability stuff on it. If you just find something that has a bunch more levels, right, and you get the armor, just wear that. If it has more sockets, throw it on for the socket bonuses. Boots, you kind of just really want boots with moving speed, or like spirit cost reduction, moving quicker while leveling, obviously huge. Amulet, same exact thing, moving speed while leveling. And then if you get any of these other things, it's kind of nice too. And then your jewelry slots, that does damage mods. Pretty much any damage mods that work for your build. If you hover over your skill, right, you can see like what, like on your character menu, like if you hover over your skill ever, it'll tell you like what the tags are and what scales with it, right? So it's like a physical, or it says physical, right? And then the tags are like what scales your damage. So yeah, just have that Just have that on your weapon, right? Vulnerability, crit damage, or skill with all stats, or just anything that scales with your main skill that you're using. And then for his skill tree, just Storm Strike for vulnerability debuffing, still really strong. In addition, your damage reduction, so just auto attack every 15 seconds. Pulverize is your main bread and butter damage boosties, so just run that with your little damage reduction or damage, and then also a little more spirit generation, which is nice. Little critical hit, a little critical strike chance here, and damage reduction whenever you go into werebear form, which will be constantly. And then if you want more spirit generation, you could just take 2 points out of here and you can just put some points there for even more spirit generation. It's up to you. Now for your defensive skills, you're gonna be using 2 of them, Earth and Bulwark and Blood Howl. And this will actually proc like you're fortified to give you even more damage reduction and survivability. Early on is Blood Howl, right? It'll reset its cooldown when you're leveling, and then also it gives you spirit. And then your Earthern Bulwark is your unstoppable, so your CC breaks, and also it'll grant you fortified too. Over here, whenever you use your defensive skill, which will be resetting all the time, right? Because you're reducing the cooldown of it, you'll get this additional 15% damage reduction bonus. You're going to be using Poison Creeper just for CCing mobs as they approach you, and then you just will pulverize them. Over here, just Earth skills deal more damage. And over here, you got your Neurotoxin, right? Poison enemies are slowed, so when you hit the mobs, they're going to be poisoned, they're going to be slowed. This will prompt some of your damage multipliers from your aspects, but then also you'll be doing more critical hit damage, and then your Poison Creeper also poison them too, right? Poison Creeper, that's why you're doing the Poison Creeper. Trample, I'm just using Trample for the unstoppable CC break. You could swap this over to like Hurricanes if you want, but yeah, I just like the extra unstoppable for the CC break. And then over here, this is just for some damage, and over here is just when you shapeshift, you deal more damage and also more damage reduction for survivability. And then you got your Earth Sign Strength, which just gives you a 30x multiplier while healthy. You got a little starter Paragon board, so you can just follow this. All updated. It's in order, so just look at the number right here. That's when you place your board. If you ever wondered like how to so just click here and then place your boards, follow the tree. That's pretty much it. Those are basically like the 2 leveling builds that I recommend for the season if you're playing Druid. You could do like some other leveling build. You could do like Shred, but since I play hardcore, I had like lower survivability early on, so I don't really want to play Shred. Shred is still really good. You could still play Caster if you want to play Tornado. You could play Lightning Storm too. They're all good. These are just the build that I prefer. That's it. And yeah, Shred's like still performing really well. And then your endgame build for Druid, nothing's really changed. Werenado build, still destroying endgame, Greaterus, Uber Lilith, Shred, still like one-shotting Uber Lilith. Bulwark build, still functional. Auto attack build still works. Lightning Sword build still works. Human form build still work. Trample Slide is going to be even better with the new legendary aspect and with your new subterranean aspect. So yeah, all the Druid builds are good. It's an extremely strong starter. One of the strongest classes in the game right now, I think. So yeah, technically if you want, like for the Pulverize build early on, you could literally just take out like some damage reduction if you want, or like you could probably just take out some damage reduction if you want, and just put that there for more spirit. So it's all about improvising. Right? You take out like less spirit generation there, keep your damage reduction, and then just do that. Right? So it'll be generating a little bit less spirit from your autos. You'll be generating a little bit less spirit here from your autos for the Pulverized build. And then whenever you use your trample, you'll be granted 40 spirit too. Anyway, that's basically it.